I'm gonna just hit this real quick here. Okay, so I've been running this. I was having some fun with the dentistry of it all. Uh, Whether it be just Yellowstone or getting in there about the Germans want you to do it here, selling, or anybody else. But more specifically, up here, this dentistry. We train dentists. This is what we have. We're not going to let you use any dentist you want. I actually forgot I was going to do Nile Red with how to make nitric oxide. Apparently, you either need ammonium nitrate or I forget what the other one is, sodium nitrate, and it'll break down into sodium and water, I think, and nitric oxide. Well, the manufacturing is more than the laughing gas issues or anesthetics. It's still really dual diagnosis stuff, kind of comprehensive. It's we're going to cut your wisdom's teeth out and your tonsils potentially, just a little bit of strep throat. I'm going to cut them out. Why? Because I need people to be trained, not necessarily in tonsils or wisdom teeth, but for training in general for surgeries, anesthetics. It just kind of goes with the fundamentals. So as you're a soldier, we take care of your dental. It's not necessarily going to be braces because, well, I can't have you having all that metal in your face for an insurance reason while you're in training. And after that, the VA portions or the insurance, like quotations, insurance aspects of what the Army dental is or our health is. This is what we do. We have experts that were long-term retained, and we train new kids in an environment where I can kind of offset that differential because there are facilities. And, as much as we might be in a city, you're not utilizing theirs, you're utilizing ours because it's our shave and drink coffee program. It's our retirement system, and unless you were smart enough to know what that was and just be able to do it through your own parents' accounts anyways, which was going to pull you better than that, percentage here, but that certainly isn't T-bills, right? Nobody should want you to do that. That's going to cut into all this, especially at the soldiers level. Remember, you get taxes taken out. Why? How much of your paycheck do they take out? It's probably not going to be the 8% or 0.08% or whatever, but what does that number correlate into where I go, well, you know what, you're right, I've been doing bonds, I get taxed, comes back over, and so what did I really do? Super inflative. This is the system we use to drop that down. So why do I even say I pay health insurance or that there's a tax for it? It would be just, and even in general, you're a soldier, why would you pay a federal tax instead of saying, well, what we do here is the basic setup? Why would you, the addendum is which say, well, don't you think I think that the time you serve as a soldier is the tax you paid for why you get straight time. Because you're not choosing to be a dentist. You're not choosing to do the. It's to a certain degree useful and interesting and beneficial that the facilities have those at access to you. But at the end of the day, you're Hamiltonian fell. You might want to be a doctor or a dentist, but we need proctologists. Guess what the job is? You can quit. You can be dishonorably discharged. It's just the terms that they define it for. They can't, say you quit. That's what you did. But they're going to, the words they have to, donkey dick, which is stupid. I'll honestly admit it's fucking retarded, salty. That you just didn't say they quit. They're not part of our policy. It was never going to do the 2-year. They never signed in any agreements that said that's what you emotionally contagion them into a situation. And then through what was supposed to be unknown 4 years, 8 years without any kind of valuation. That's why we usually make somebody wait the 60 days or 90 days in the stone mill, where this is a totally different animal. You're still going to make them wait the 60, 90 days, but where else were they going to go? Right? They're still on government contract. But at any rate, that comes back around to why would you put it into these T-bonds like that? They are taking it from the basic, regular everyday American. And I know that there's probably a half of the group, and I can't say it's Democrats and I can't say it's Republicans, that is for damn sure, that are just fucking sartic animals that give zero shits, that don't actually have a job. If they did have a job, why would you then say, oh, well, it wasn't enough, I'm going to go take up the government because they allowed this thing. They put this fucking monster out there for no reason whatsoever when get a job. Go be a dentist for the government. They take a portion of your paycheck out, they save it away, and they would invest it just like you would in anything, except for they're going to use a more herd mechanic about, like, well, we have this number, we have sensors coming in from multiple drill sergeants on multiple bases of what we think that might beat better than anything in here because we have them. The best of choices out of kids in there that didn't go to a doctoral thesis school will have the best handling of cutting their teeth out and anesthetics, and well, and we still have our true records as well. So I just thought that was an important notate. You'll get some asshole here. Oh, I'll give you 1%, not good enough. Well, I'll give you 4%, high yielding interest. No, that's not good enough. I'll teach you how to get the 5.5 bond. You got to go to this bond, or what is it, treasury.gov, and teach you how to buy them right in there. And it's like, oh, well, that's simple. Why doesn't my boss do that for me out of what it does if it's so goddamn good? Obviously, it's super inflated if his government's stealing from a bunch of tax people.